Definite integral. Here's a very quick video to show how to use u-Substitution to make it a lot easier. And this you can find in the Intro to Calculus textbook with many chapters involving that definite integral. So the main change here, if you are using u-Substitution, you have to remember to change your domain. So looking at the first example, we have the integral of -1 to 2 of the root of x plus 2 dx. So if it is a little bit more complicated, let's start by saying let u equal the x plus 2, so it's ever in the bracket, and then take that derivative. So du over dx will equal 1. Now once you've taken that derivative, let's isolate dx. So du will equal dx, and then we can look at substituting, but again, don't miss changing your domain. So if your domain before was -1 to 2, but if we're writing in terms of u, it's x plus 2, we want to add 2 to each of these values. So when I sub in, I'm going to have 1 to 4, and then instead of writing the root, I'll make it an exponent, so u to the power of 1/2, and then so I replace that with u, and then dx, because dx equals du, gets du there. Now that I have that, I can go ahead and take that antiderivative. So following those rules, I will add 1 to the exponent and divide. So I will get 2 over 3 u to the power of 3 over 2. And then I want to solve this from 1 to 4. So I like to directly plug in at this point. So going from here, 2 over 3. And then in terms of our limits, we're going to have 4 to the power of 3 over 2. Then subtract 2 over 3 times 1 to the power of 3 over 2. And you'll answer, once you plug that in, you'll get 14 over 3. Now, if you don't want to change your domain, you can go back to your original antiderivative. And now that we know our, like going back and subbing your x plus 2 in for u, we can write this out 2 over 3 times x plus 2 to the power of 3 over 2. And then your range that we're plugging in, so your lower limit and upper limit, if you're going back to your original function, then you're going to use your original domain. So we can go ahead and plug that all in, and you will find that you get the same answer. So I prefer this method. We're just subbing in for u, but if you like to go back to your original and not change your domain too. So let's try one more here. Just nice and small, but we're looking at the antiderivative, and let's just write this a little bigger, from 1 to 3 of dt divided by the t plus 3 to the power of 3. So let's start with the substitution. Let u equal t plus 3. Let's take that derivative in terms of t, and you will get it equaling to 1, and then isolate the dt. So we have that first part, and then same thing like before, I'm going to take a look from 1 to 3, and I'm just going to make my exponent negative so I can bring it in the numerator. So I will have u to the power of -3, and then dt equals du. So then I can just add on du. The other part I want to see is that because I'm using my u-Substitution, my domain is changing. So if I have my substitution as t plus 3, I'll just have to add 3 to each of these values. Now I have everything I need. Now I can go ahead and take that antiderivative. So if I do take that antiderivative, I'll have -3 plus 1, which is -2. So we'll have u to the -2 divided by -2. And we're going to take a look at this from here. We'll have, oh, I just had a different value written down. That's why I wasn't adding up to what I have, but I can keep going from here. From 4 to 6. So because I don't want to go back to my original function, I just want to substitute what I have in here. So I will go ahead and write that in. I'm going to have 6 to the power of -2 divided by -2 minus 4 to the power of -2 divided by -2, and then I will go ahead and plug that in to get my answer, but I don't have that answer right now in front of me, so I'll go ahead and just plug that into my calculator. And while I'm waiting, if you found this helpful, please subscribe, and if there's any other video I could do for you, just let me know in a comment. And if you're in chemistry, please check out my channel and my website for all chemistry videos. So let's just plug this in. So I have -2 and then dividing it by 2. So I get that very weird fraction, -1/72. And then I'll just have to do that for the second part. 4 to the power of -2. And then divide it by -2. And I'm going to minus a negative, it doesn't want to show up, -1/32. So now I'll put that in my calculator. 1 divided by 32 minus -1 divided, oh, did I do that wrong? Sorry, I'm really, really sorry. I try and have this all ready every time. Okay, so one more time, minus -1 divided by 32. So I get this very complicated answer here, 5/288. So as always, I hope you found this helpful. If you did, again, please make sure to subscribe and leave me a comment if there's any other video I can do for you. Thank you for watching.